And with that, we have the best news of all. We're going to get our runner in here in just a second because we are ready to get started. That's right, it's time for Super Mario Kart All-Time Trials by weldytime. Weldy, whenever you are ready, let's go fast.
Ooh, we gotta go fast? Wait, we have to go fast? Do I have to? I think I missed that. I'm golden. Oh, sorry. Hey, that's me. All right, well, hi everyone. We're gonna be running as this is Super Mario Kart. We're gonna be running as Koopa Troopa.
We can't seem to hear Weldy on Discord.
So there's your cute animal for your cute animal block. I saw some people talking about whether or not Yoshi was an animal.
He is live. He's being heard on stream.
Koopa Troopa is at least a turtle, so I think that counts. I think that counts. So there's Guns. I saw Leah earlier. Babel, hello. Welcome in, everybody. I'm ready when you guys are. So you guys ready to rock and roll? Okay. Alright, so we're going to get going here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh, can you hear me now? We're going.
Folks, just having a small technical glitch. Y'all were able to hear our runner, but in Discord, we could not hear the runner, which would have made it really hard to interact and host and, you know, bring you the good content that you have requested. Southkith has the idea. Tech issues are more time for us to donate. And also inevitable. That's a thing that happens with marathons.
Are we ready? Okay, cool. Awesome. So now I get to start over because I missed my very first I just caught like a little slight sliver of me staring into the camera just like So, all right, well, we get to do this again. Cool. I missed my first speed check, so we got to rock and roll again. So, whenever you guys are ready. All right, cool beans. All right, let's do this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. All right. This is... Do I get it this time? Nope, I don't get it this time either. Oh, good. We're off to a good start. So this is Mario Circuit 1. This is the pretty basic, like, hey, this is almost like the training course here. Just 4 basic turns, and in case you were curious, no, going across the sand in time trials is not faster. I have tried it. I've scienced this run so many times. I'm like, it's got to be a way to cut across that sand there. It's going to be quicker. It is not. I have tried. This is the story of a Koopa who cried a river and drowned the whole world. That's what we're going with here. Thank you guys all for hanging out, by the way. I'm all pumped up to go fast and raise money for Go. So I'm gonna go fast so we can go rescue. This is gonna be fun. Final lap. I'd be remiss to say this isn't one of my favorite courses just because it's the easiest. Can we get under 110? Nope. 111.14. Well, he does science. Alright, now on to Donut Plains 1. The donut, can I get it here? Or am I still a little late? Hey, there we go. We got the speed boost right into the grass. So the Donut Plains are an absolute pain just because they have the hairpin turns, and if you go into the grass or the water, you're pretty much adding at least 3 or 4 seconds onto your run. So there's 3 hairpin turns here. It's a little quicker to go across the grass right there because you're just cutting in between. But the thing is, I'm going to teach you guys this. If you ever want to speedrun this game, what I do right there for that turn right there, I always make sure while I'm jumping, I let off the acceleration just a little bit, because if you hold on the acceleration too long while you're turning, you will spin out, which isn't catastrophic. You'll just come to a complete stop, but you get to go right again. It's not like water where you have to get out of the water or whatever, or go through the grass, which actually helps too. This is a good course to do if you want to learn about jumping with your character, and of course, I think using Koopa Troopa is the very base character, because the acceleration's high. Top speed's not that great, but the handling's great. There we go. And it's also the character I've been using since I was like 5 years old and playing this game. Final lap. Yeah, I do science. Oh, until you cut that a little too short, and then you do that. But that's okay. At least I won't have to worry about spinning out. Okay. Can I get at least a 136? Yes, I can. Ghost Valley 1, when you're playing as Koopa Troopa, you can literally slide around the track. You really don't have to jump. It's not necessarily faster, but it looks cooler. And that's what we're all about. We're all about style points here. Okay, so fun fact about this track. That little, like, out bridge coming right before the start-finish line, that's the one that's notorious whenever you're playing in circuits, where if you get a feather, you can jump across. You can actually jump across that when you're playing as Jack Black. I mean Bowser. When you're playing as Bowser or Donkey Kong, you can actually jump across that normally. You have to be going full speed, and it's a pixel-perfect jump. I have done it one time in my life, and it was the coolest thing ever, and I have not ever done it again. Science and video games? Who knew? I also don't like the fact that the Lakitu comes down and comes down way too close to the track. Like, there's no reason for him to swoop down that low. There's no reason. And there's 3 done. Hi, Super Nintendo Chalmers! And that's how you know I speedrun this game too much, because all of my times were within 3/100ths of a second. That's a little late. Yep, it was a little late. So, The big concern here on the Bowser ones, two of the Bowser ones, the Thwomps are annoying, but you can navigate them. They just want to come down and give you a hug. It's Bubs. Hi, Bubs. See, they're going to come down here starting lap 2, and they will come down and they will wreck your whole run. They'll at least wreck you for there we go. They'll at least wreck you for about 6 seconds while you're being smushed, because then you do the whole like cartoony woo 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 thing while you're coming down, and then you reinflate, I guess. And then they go down even faster on lap 3 or on the last lap. There we go. But at least in Bowser's Castle 1, they're at least spaced somewhat far apart. And you can kind of anticipate when they're going to go back up. Okay, so right there, I just demonstrated something that you can take to your advantage next time you play this game. The next time you play this game. Bumping into walls. As you're going, if you bump into a wall, like twice, normally... Ooh. Thwomp just wanted to give me a hug. If you bump into a wall twice, you will lose all your momentum. However, if you hit a wall or a thwomp one time, you can maintain your speed. I'm gonna hang it wide here, and less than 150? Yay, 149. I'm supposed to be working, but this takes priority? I take priority over work? Good. No, I'm just kidding. Kind of. Oh, that's a little early. It's a little early? Okay. You can... Sometimes when you play this game long enough, you can feel like, oh, I'm a little too early to the speed boost. Letting off the acceleration and just going naturally is going to be quicker, as opposed to spinning out. Because if you spin out, then you have the time loss with the spin out. But it's kind of a gamble. Yeah, sometimes you just have to eat it and be like, okay, I know I'm not going to get the speed boost here, so just let off the acceleration so I don't spin out. But that's only if you play this game like 100 million, 1,000, trillion times like I have. Physics! See, I told you, we're going to be sciencing this run. See, there's physics involved. We got animalology? Biology. Animalology. I didn't take that in college. But yeah, this is one of, I want to say 2 or 3. I want to say, no, I want to say actually 3 or 4 Mario circuits, which are like the all-around, like, easiest tracks to do. Yeah, I'm learning! Another Super Nintendo Chalmers reference. 10 points. Okay, now that was a little bit of a tight cut, which was good. 132.32. Alright, so there's the first cup. Now we go to Choco Island 1. This is one where the mud and the heavy mud, even though it's supposed to be chocolate, it looks like mud. This is one where the mud and the heavy mud will definitely slow you down. So you want to kind of weave in and out of the mud on the backstretch. But it's not catastrophic if you hit it. I mean, it just slows you down. It doesn't like make you go to a complete stop. But if you can avoid it at all, then do it. So I'm kind of doing like an S pattern here. Chocolate, mud, some say dry, and... No, I'm just kidding. Boy, that takes me back. There we go. I felt a little weird. Both the speedrun and the chocolate rain reference both felt weird. Mud, sure. Yeah, we have it canon that this is not mud. Even though it says Chocolate Island, it's supposed to be chocolate, but... 2 laps, 1 oh my. I think this is going to be good here. Well, maybe not. 14, 14, 13. Ghost Valley 2. Miss it again. But that's okay. This is one where jumping's a little more pertinent as opposed to the other Ghost Valleys, because you have a couple hairpin turns, like right here. This little S pattern. So jumping is a little more important as opposed to just heading straight into the turn. And as you can see, as opposed to playing on a cup, there's not a speed boost on that final backstretch. Ghost Valley the second. Ghost Valley 2. Electric Boogaloo. I'm trying to make an Electric Boogaloo joke and I run right into a wall. Two Ghost, Two Valley, coming this summer. I'm trying to read chat to there we go. Hey, look at that. We're already on the final lap. One minute, final lap. Yeah, so we'll be doing 100 laps over the course of this this run. $16.50. We say to people who unironically argue this is the worst Mario Kart. Well, I would say they're close. It's not the worst because Mario Kart 64 is the worst because they replaced the awesome amazing Koopa Troopa with Wario for some reason. That's the only reason. Other than that, it's a great game. But the fact that they replaced my boy with Wario, I'm like, I just want to talk to somebody. I just want to talk to somebody. That's all I want to do. Stop reading chat. That's the inside joke. This is also a hairpin turn right here in the middle, where you kind of want to let off the acceleration just a smidge so you don't spin out. So if you like bash both the jump and the acceleration at the same time, you'll be fine. So like right here, I'm kind of doing both. I'm kind of doing like this little number where I'm just hitting them both. So there we go. I'm speedrunning and I'm teaching. And I'm teaching science apparently. But other than that, I'm holding the acceleration down the entire time. Oh, the Monty Moles, they just want to give you a hug too, but they'll latch onto you. They're clingy. This turn gets a little weird right there, because you can't, if you get close enough, you can go through the grass, which also will cause you to not spin out, but it's actually a little quicker to go through the grass. Ah! Oh god, I made it. It's a little quicker to go through the grass there, because you're not swinging all the way to the outside. So, to speedrun this game, you gotta find that happy medium between taking the inside line and like hitting inside barriers, like getting as close to the inside barriers, and sometimes finding ways to slow yourself down. So like right there, like I could have swung all the way to the outside there, but it would have cost me so much more time. 51, 52, 34. Speedrunning, teaching science, holding acceleration, and reading chat, and getting all my times within 4/100ths of a second? Is there anything Weldy can't do? Speak coherent sentences and get speed boosts during a marathon. Oh, there, I got it. Cool. Because I think I've hit only half my speed boost during this while I'm trying to talk. This is another Bowser's Castle. This one, you cannot jump over that wall no matter how much you try. Over the wall, the extended wall in the middle, you cannot jump over that. I've tried it also in Cup with a feather, and for some reason I can't do it. Okay, so do you remember earlier in the run when I was talking about how the thwomps in the Bowser's Castle are the worst obstacles, except for one Bowser's Castle? It's this one right here, and the worst obstacle, that bar right there in the middle. I have ran into the end of that bar so many times during speed runs. And that's not one you can really bounce off. It's like, oh, well, see, look at that. You can bounce off at once and keep your momentum. No, if you run into that thing head on, you will come to a complete stop. Yeah, there we go. See, if you hit that corner right on too, you'll stop. But if you just like grace and like glance a wall, you'll be okay. You show guys all kinds of fun stuff today. He's too powerful. I'm trying to read chat while doing this. Do we have any other donations while I'm doing this one and then the next, I think the next Mario circuit?
Absolutely. Like I mentioned earlier, we met that $25 incentive to upgrade Mrs. Cat Between Worlds to 100%.
Sweet.
And that donation came from probably Geo with a $25 donation that says, "Love what y'all do here. Keep it up. Less than 3." Thanks, probably Geo. We also had a $1 test donation from George that says, "Do-do-do-do-do. We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. But something's what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy." You're not getting more. George gets 3 lines.
Half me wants to start belting the rest out just for fun, just because I am.
George, you can have more if you earn it.
There you go. I had an energy drink before this started, and like I'm squeezed into this Super Mario Kart sweatshirt, which I got about in this like last summer, which I'm like, oh, I can fit into this. And then winter pies and cookies happened, so I am I'm squeezed into this. Still fits, but I'm a little more squeezed in. So like it's squeezing all the caffeine straight to my head.
That's science.
That's science.
You heard it here
that's
first.
That's cardiology. I'm one of those cardiologists.
That's actually how compression shirts work for like athletes. It's you put on the compression and it pushes all of the caffeine to your brain so you can run faster.
Gotta go fast. See, that's why I'm wearing this, because I gotta go fast. And I'm not going very fast right now. I feel like I'm like running through mud. But I at least hope I'm entertaining.
George just donated another $20 and said 3 lines is enough for me, thanks.
Aww. Okay, so funny thing, this is like one of the longest tracks on here. From here on out, we're gonna get 2 Vanilla Lakes and 2 Koopa Beaches, so the next 2 cups are gonna be a lot shorter. So we're about a little more than halfway through the run. The Thunder shirt. Squeezing caffeine to your head is always the move. Alright, so we're through Flower Cup. Now on to pre-said Koopa Beach. Where we got like 15-second laps. Speed boost. This is one that I've recently scienced because I'm starting to take the inside lane here. But it's that fish that gets right in my way. Ah! You want to stay on the beach as much as you can here, because obviously the water's going to slow you down. But the fish will knock you sideways. And they're unpredictable. Average day in the Florida Keys. the fish flopping around and knocking you over. Whoa! There we go. I too like the music in this level. Fun fact, and I'll bring it up when we get to one of the Vanilla Lakes. The music for this game was done by the same person who did the music for SimCity. Which is why Vanilla Lake, you'll hear like a very specific soundbite that sounds like something from SimCity. So there you go. This could be a 110, 111.06. Hey, there we go. Here's a PB. Maybe. Yeah, PB by 2/100ths of a second. Yes. Cool. There you go. You guys get a PB out of me today. This is also one where you want another Choco Island, but the bad thing is the mud is all the way across the backstretch. So, and I've tried taking the inside lane where it's less mud and more just track. It does not go any faster, so just cutting straight through is going to be your fastest bet. Now, it's probably faster for somebody who's a lot better at this game than I am. As I've said before, it is good for better runners, but unfortunately I am not better runners. Ah! Piranha plant. Yeah, remember kids, 2/100ths of a second is still a better time. Does jumping help you cut through? I feel like I think it does, because whenever you're jumping, you're not being completely slowed down. Like you're trying to maintain momentum. And momentum's the name of the game here. It's not Super Mario Kart as everybody thinks it is. It's called, name of the game is Momentum. So I'm speedrunning Momentum all time trials right now. There's a little dry patch right here to get some of your speed back up. 126.65.
I was fascinated by your fun fact and went on a small Wikipedia binge. And I did not know. Oh no. Did something almost break? Or was that
no.
at me?
No, I was saying like I'm being fact checked.
No, you're totally right. I didn't know. The woman who composed this game and SimCity did all the rearrangements for Super Mario All-Stars.
Ooh.
So all the Super Mario All-Stars music that is like the original music, but reorchestrated.
Remixed, yeah.
Also her work.
Ah. She was everywhere. She did great. And it's like I said, there's a small clip here where you hear the ba-na-na-na, where that was a soundbite from one of the levels in SimCity, because I recognized that and I was like, wait a minute, is that what I think it is? And it was, and I was like, yes, right there, and right there again.
That does have big SimCity energy.
I was like, wait a minute, that's how you know you've played this game too many times, when you're starting to recognize other games in your game. It's like gameception or whatever. Until it goes fast like this, and then it just goes into a straight panic. Ah! No! And then I run into ice. No. 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 No ice. No ice. No ice. 113. Dang it. Also imposed pilot wings. My instinct to bop to this aren't off the mark. I fell a little early. No, we got it. Cool. So this Bowser's Castle, the thwomps are the main issue here. These four right here, those four right there, have a tendency to block the entire track at the same time. So coming up to them is going to be key. Now these four are spread apart, so you can run between them. You take the inside lane here, and then into this little hairpin turn, and then yeah, there's a chance we're gonna head for this one right here on the right, because he was at the bottom whenever we hit the front of the backstretch. Yeah, SimCity had panic mode too, only when when Bowser came by. I did say that was one of the most relaxing games I've ever played. Oh, inside lane again? Yep, inside thwomp again. And it doesn't really matter which lane you take here, it's just whatever you feel more comfortable with. Ow. Yep, bounced off the... Look at that. Bounced off the thwomp, kept my momentum. So there you go, kids. I just proved it. See? I'm smart. Okay, we're gonna go outside lane here, because that's where that thwomp was. Nailed it. Nailed it. Nailed it. My wifey! Well, hello, wifey. Now, this last lap, the thwomps move a little bit faster, so if they all come down at the same time and try to go back up at the same time, it's going to be a mess. Like right here, it's going to be a problem. Yep. Ooh! 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 I slid around the outside there. Cool. Is that a glitch? Am I disqualified now? And that's a second best. Ooh. Okay, so they have it in Super Metroid, and they have it here. This is the worst room in the game. This is... Donut Plains 3 is the worst track on the entire circuit. And I just made it seem so. There we go. And ironically enough, the Monty Moles really don't have any kind of effect. It's that turn right there. That's the worst turn in the whole game, because if you take it a little too wide, you're going in the drink. And if you play this on 150cc, you are not winning. Ever. Hairpin turn. And then this jump, and then right into probably the smallest, like, straightaway in the entire game. That little section right there is just terrible. Luckily, we get one more Koopa Beach and one more Vanilla Lake after this, so we should be doing pretty well on time. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. As long as I don't go in the water, I think I'll be alright. And this is one where slowing down a little bit on the inside will do you, because that little loose stuff will shoot you to the high side, and that's a time waste. It's like a 1 to 2 second time waste when you take the turns really wide, but it's not catastrophic. But it's just a lot quicker to just take the inside lane. Okay, so there's one. The aforementioned Koopa Beach. This should be 15-second laps. And again, we're going to be taking the inside lane here as well. Ah, there we go. Okay, we made it. Okay, that got a little scary there for a second. Yep, 15-second laps. There we go. Wow, fish. I tried to slow down to avoid the fish, and I ended up hitting the fish, so that was a major time loss. That was a 17-second lap. That hurt. That hurt. Yeah, the green algae will slow you down, too. For some reason, nobody cleaned this beach up before he raced on it, which is a disaster. To get somebody out here to do that. Nah. There we go. That felt like a good turn. Every once in a while, I'll be like, oh, that felt good. And then it's like my fastest lap ever. This is not going to be one of those times, though. Scoosh. There we go. I still don't know how I got 1395 here. Okay, we get one more Ghost Valley, one more Vanilla Lake, and then the creme de la creme. Beautiful. Thank you. I don't know if that was to me or somebody else, but I'm going to assume it was for me, so thank you. And as you see, there's normally a speed boost there when you're playing the cups. No speed boost there either. This little section right here is a little tough because there's no walls to run into, so you have no safety net. But it's not bad. If you just take the high line, the entire way around the track, you should be pretty safe. It's a pretty safe route. And avoid the holes in the floor. Do we have any more donations before we get to the Rainbow Road, which is going to be the finale?
We have a big important reminder. We have had folks putting their donations towards some of the polls and bid wars. Right now, the contest seems to be between English and Japanese for Valkyria Chronicles. Japanese is ahead with $25. English has 20, so that is still anybody's game. But don't forget, there are lots of other bid wars and lots of other targets that you can put those donations towards with that good exclamation point donate in chat.
Yay. Hooray! Wonder what this 143 is going to be. Oh, that's a third best time. This Vanilla Lake gets a little dicey because your time is only as good as you're willing to chance it. Because you can cut across like right here, full speed jump right across there, but if you don't hit that full speed, you are going in the drink. And it is at least 3 to 4 seconds to get yourself back out. Not to mention, like, as wide as the gap gets, and you're on ice, so you're only ah! Oh, there we go. We're good. Nope, we're not good. Not good. Yeah, we're good. We're fine. Yeah, this is, you only go as fast as you're willing to chance it. So like a perfect run is beautiful to watch, but it is hard to get. Especially with that small sliver of snow right before the final backstretch. Right here. That little sliver of snow. Ah! And if you miss your jump like that, then you are definitely going to drink. But I still get a best time. Oh, I had a 13-second lap. Sweet. All right, here we go. Grand finale. Time's going to be coming up after my final lap here. Let's do this. We get electric thwomps here. Ah, there we go. That snow placement, yeah. They totally did that on purpose because they knew people like me were going to come in and be like, yeah, I'm going to take a shortcut here. It's like, haha, no you won't. No thwomp. Oh! Thwomps are a little pesky today. Dang it. That was close. That was close. That'll happen. There you go. That thwomp also did not get me, so that's good. Ah, now I'm like all like playing it super safe. That's okay. Back to the left. Whoever made this backstretch like 2 lanes like less as wide is evil. Oh, final lap. So lap 99 out of 100. Time's going to be coming up right after this is over. All right. Here it is. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time!
GG's.
Yay! Woo! My gosh,
Great run.
thank you.
I never had the pleasure of playing Super Mario Kart, so this was all fresh content for me. Very, very impressive. I'm awful at racing games. I'm always very impressed by anyone who understands lines and like racing strats.
No, it's just go fast. I mean, anybody can play this game, and I know I say that, but it's like if I can figure this game out, I feel like anybody. If you start off with like a very mid-range, you can start with a very mid-range character that's like higher in acceleration but a little less in top speed. I feel like you can really do well as long as you take your time and hit your lines. But yes, I feel like anybody can do that, and a lot of the better racers will use like Donkey Kong and Bowser, and they are phenomenal to watch. But like KVH is like the godfather of this game. We'll use Donkey Kong and Bowser, but I use Koopa Troopa, and I do not care, and I love it.
Fair enough. And if people want to see you do more of this, where can they find you?
They can find me at twitch.tv/weldytime, and I don't know if they can find some of my older runs on YouTube.
Right. Any other shout-outs or anything you want to
Yes,
get in there
thank you all for coming. Gunsling, Airy Babble, Comrade Bubbles. I saw Leah and Ninja back in there somewhere. Thank you guys so much for coming to support me, and everybody in chat. Make sure you donate to this great cause. It's the second time that they have let me come in and wreck their stream for like 35 to 40 minutes. So this is the second time they've allowed me to come in here and run this. So thank you all for putting this together, and I know it's not an easy task. So Happy, George, Osborne, all you guys are just phenomenal people. Thank you guys for putting this together for such a great cause.
Thanks for coming. It was great having you. Loved the run.
It was also great having me. Thanks.
All right, y'all. And with that, we are just finishing up setup for the next one. So let's talk about what's coming up the rest of this block. Yeah, we've got right after this, Selkuth Mind with Lost Nova Bunny %. We promised it was cute animal block, and you're getting cute animals. We've got Bunny % coming up here, followed by Kirby's Dream Land 2 Rick %. And you might be thinking, a Rick is not an animal, but you would be wrong. Because in Kirby's Dream Land, Rick is a hamster, I believe? Yeah, it's the little hamster guy. So that also is a cute animal game. We are playing a Kirby game, but we're playing it with our good hamster boy, Rick. Then we're going to follow that up with Little Samson, which, if you're not familiar, is a game where you also play as just a little guy. And then we're going to follow that up with Mrs. Cat Between Worlds, which, and this one's going to blow your mind, but you play as a cat. Specifically, Mrs. Cat. I'm going to be here hanging out for the entire cute animal block because the folks who made the hosting schedule love me and gave me all of the cute animal games. In the meantime, I'm going to leave y'all with the dulcet tones of whatever is currently playing on OC Remix, and I'll be right back with you as soon as the next run is ready to go. Hey there, everybody. Just stopping back in to talk to you a little bit about what we're doing here today. In case you haven't heard yet, we are raising money for Go Rescue Pet Adoption Center. All of the little puppies that you're seeing on screen right now are animals at Go Rescue Pet Adoption Center, either previous or current. No Glitches Allowed 10 is raising money for Go Rescue. They are a dog shelter in Norfolk, Virginia. Go Rescue works to provide a haven for homeless dogs, giving them the time, care, and love they need to find not just any home, but the right home. We have supported Go Rescue for, I think, every Noga event. They're just wonderful. I've had an opportunity to chat a little bit with Georgia, the founder of Go Rescue, and they are very much a grassroots organization run by very genuine people who just want to make a difference in whatever way they can. And we are very, very lucky to have this opportunity to support their mission and to support the cause. So if you want to be a part of that, one of the most actionable ways you can is to donate. Exclamation point donate in the chat will get you all of the information, and you can put that money directly towards making some of these sweet puppies even happier, which I know, hard to imagine. Look how happy he is. He's just playing in a puddle. What could be better than that? Having a forever home. See what we did there? That's that good stuff.